Hello there, YouTube. This is SybilznBitz's back at it again with Month of Darkest Dungeon 2. I want to apologize for the last video. I realized as I was editing it that I was like incredibly quiet and not really pointing out things that I was noticing about the game necessarily that I usually do. I will try to do a much better job this time. I think I was just more concerned about getting the video done in under an hour, and we failed at that too. So then it just ended up being an hour and a half of me being mostly like silent. And today we're actually going to give this run a real like go. Not to
The
say that I
shackles of
wasn't
denial must
actively
be
trying to
destroyed.
throw the run last time, but we also went straight to a lair because I was pretty sure that was going to end the run. And then we were also going to get a good example of what exactly a lair looks like. Anyways, we're probably going to run with the OG crew again. That is Men-at-Arms,
Interminable faculty
Plague
socials
Doctor,
became something
Highwayman,
of a delight,
and
knowing we'd abscond to a quiet table and
Grave
lose
Robber.
ourselves in riveting discussion and passionate debate. The crossroads. Wait by the lantern's
I didn't expect him to
light,
drop
and
more lore
welcome
there.
what
My
help may
apologies.
come.
We did unlock the Hellion last time because we got enough candles to do so. But we're going to go ahead and just ignore that for the time being, because we should probably
Pride,
actually understand what the heck we're
more
doing with the base
devastating than the
crew.
horrors of 100 campaigns.
Alright, so let's go ahead and look at our quirks. She heals stress while at death's door. We would prefer not to have our healer at death's door, though. Just saying. She will steal stuff. Our grave robber will have less health, more meltdown chance, and when damage gains stress, has a 10% chance to gain extra stress. So she's more likely to melt down. When you melt down, you also lose all of your health, stress everybody out. It's all around a not good thing. Also, if you have less health, you're going to be on death's door more often, and then that's going to cause you to take more stress as well. But hey, she gets a little bit of debuff resistance. Honestly, doesn't feel good. Feels like a terrible unit. We are going to be bled. I mean, yeah, we've got 0 bleed resist, so anything that does bleed is likely going to bleed us. And at round start, we have a 5% chance to gain crit, or a crit buff. Our Men-at-Arms has plus speed, which is kind of interesting, actually, on the first round. So this would enable us to use Protect on people that we feel need to be protected, which is all around going to help us mitigate a lot of damage. And he's very unlikely to have a positive relationship chance. Or, I don't know how much negative 5% is because I don't know the base chances, but he's a little abrasive, right? Alright. Let's not die in the valley. That'd be kind of embarrassing.
The road is yours to travel, but you are not alone.
I think I also noticed that I was sometimes getting items by running through these doodads, which
welcomes you.
seems like an odd
With
requirement
open
to make,
arms.
especially when the driving is that wonky.
The bulwark of your denial is giving way.
Okay, so let's try and do this, right? We're going to open up with the Duelist Advance so that we can riposte. Because I believe, even though we are currently being guarded, we would still counterattack people who are trying to attack us. We really have no purpose to... Like, Noxious Blast does do quite a bit of Blight, and that would stack up on this front row here. But they have 40% Blight resistance, so honestly, I think that just blinding the back rows that they're less likely to hit us is going to mitigate way much more damage than putting Blight on the front row is going to. On that note, why don't we just try and eliminate that man. Okay, we don't get to riposte if he blocks. That's good to know. And so, since this AoE is going to, I mean, unless we miss, is going to get a kill on this Lost Soul. Or at least, okay, but I've got something just in front of my screen. I can't necessarily see that Death Blow resist down at the lower right. Since they don't have Death Blow resist, this is going to kill the second file. I don't even know what to call that. Second formation? Anyways, the second position, and deal more damage to the third position. This is an economically good move because no one else wants to waste a skill on just one damage. I can't knock back... Well, what says I can't knock back this corpse? Or you know another way to do that.
Bravo!
Or not. We'll just crit and deal a lot of damage. So now at this point, this is looking a little bit better because if we get Noxious Blast and we proc the Blight, then it'll tick on their turn. You can see underneath them they have a gold bar, so they have not yet taken their turn. And that can potentially, oh actually, again, 0 Death Blow resist, so I'm going to have to keep note of that. With 0 Death Blow resist, that means that if we do proc the 60% chance of Blight, this enemy just dies. So that's something to consider. Also to consider is that we're taking 8 total damage from this Blight here, and I'm not too keen on that. It seems they also charge forward.
Let us take a closer look at
Melee forward, yeah, okay.
Repulsive as it is.
So when they're in the back row, they'll automatically file through and put the corpses towards the rear end. That's good to know. Alright, well we're pretty much where we want to be here, I believe. Three to 6, you have 4 HP.
Straightforward and effective.
It's a shame that they shuffled, because it would have been nice to use flashing daggers to take them out again. We can always pick to the face, but pick to the face will do much more if we hit this Lost Soul here. And then just leave it up to our Plague Doctor to deal 2 damage here, because that's the base damage of Noxious Fumes, I believe. Yeah, Noxious Blast is 2 at a minimum.
Messy, but effective.
Would have been nice to not take that damage. If our Plague Doctor comes up, we're actually gonna heal here.
Foundation of trust.
Okay.
The past is gone.
If we could have rolled a little better, we wouldn't have had to have taken as much damage there, but it seemed like that was a pretty good fight. I don't know.
There is so much worse in
I've only
store.
really done about 5 runs on this, and 3 of those were on the demo, so not really indicative of the game we're playing here. So one thing that they definitely brought up that I skipped past is apparently, I don't think that I can do it here, but anytime that we reach an N, not only are we able to install upgrades onto our coach, which pretty much is like a almost like a relic system in something like Slay the Spire or something like that. Something that affects the whole team, or at least the resources that we are getting in general. And we can also use our mastery points, which are these green diamonds here, in order to level up our character's skills and therefore make them more formidable in combat. The other thing that we can do is we can buy some of these. Not really feeling that. The only person who has damage is Barristan, and I will take the 5% chance for him to get negatives. He actually got a buff. Did I miss that that had a buff on it? Okay. I must have. Anyways. He's a little bit slightly healthier, and so as we're driving up, he should be full health in the next fight. And that's about all we got here. We just have
Learn
to
what can be
do
taught,
mastery here.
that you may stand just a little taller at the
Him
end.
doing +2 minimum damage seems pretty good, but how often do I actually use this? Would I want to use this instead? Give somebody 3 guarded, and then we get the super block, which mitigates like 75%? Seems pretty good to me, actually. Especially if he's going to be getting that plus speed every first turn. Seems like a good way to mitigate a lot of damage. But if we were to actually, like, you know, start dealing damage, that would also mitigate a lot of damage. We're going to try this. And then on Dismas, I think what we want is to add... I like the idea of Duelist Advance giving us dodge. But what we honestly need is we need backline damage. This is a way to get backline damage. That doesn't do backline damage. What this would do is it disable the backline from being able to get dodge if we were to hit them with it. This gives us speed. Speed, crit, dodge. Maybe we need to start using take aim more. Take aim and pistol shot. Yeah, we're going to try and set up on this. I'm going to take both of those. Paracelsus, I definitely like the idea of giving everybody resistances. Not having damage over time is severely going to extend our health, especially if we run into situations similar to what we did last time where everybody was just bleeding all the time. We can't keep using battlefield medicine in order to remove bleeds and blights because we only get 3 uses, and it only does healing if they're under 50% health. So giving everybody 25% to the DOT resist seems pretty good, and disease resist is just overall pretty good. And I want to give you... I was thinking maybe giving you a backline skill, but it might just be pick to the face. It's kind of hard for me to just pick something that's only going to be plus 0 to 3, because chances are, or not chances are, that's not how it works, but with my luck, it's only going to be the same damage. So I don't like seeing that. I prefer seeing minimum damage because it's more reliable. And to that front, looking here, a 30% crit chance, honestly. Plus another 50% crit if the target's already marked. That's 80% crit. I think Thrown Dagger might be the way to go. Otherwise, this gives us super dodge. We'll try this. because not being able to kill those back lines seriously murdered us last time.
Rain,
All
fire, and
right.
rot. Is there no sanctuary from this madness?
Oasis location scouting. That seems like it would be good. And plus 200% oases. More rough patch routes. That gets rid of some of our... What hits rough patch?
The next stop is leagues away.
Rough routes
Plan
affects
accordingly.
our healing. So not only does this have more rough routes, which is going to disable our ability to get the bonus camp or bonus travel heal, which we're going to have to lab at some point today as well. Like whether or not that is percentage health based or flat health based, because that's good to know. But they don't want us to go to the field hospital as well, so we'll probably have to take a very particular path if we want to keep our healing, as well as avoiding the location that heals us. So it might just be us figuring out what the heck a creature den is and seeing what these oases are, because we definitely didn't have any of these in Darkest Dungeon 1, and this sounds like it's good. Is it? I don't know, we'll find out. Going back to the
Trenches
Tangle,
and
though, which is the
tents.
location we went last
The front
time,
lines of a
and
war
that was
never fought.
those drummer enemies that absolutely bodied us.
War. Rewards only. Resignation.
Some good scouting here. So what we're looking for is something called a creature den. Oasis, apparently a place to calm one's mind, huh? Rewards quirks here. We don't know if there's hazard. Hero shrine. Creature den. Okay, so we want to go on the left side. Doesn't matter which way we take here, but let's not take the way that it's hazardous. So we've got to decide which of these routes that we're going to go, and they're absolutely identical as far as we're concerned. So we're going to take the route that makes it less likely for me to forget where the heck we're going and screw up. And so we're going to take the left route. I just wish that there was a way for me, like, if I'm pressing forward and it pretty much auto drives, why can I not just tell it the route that I want to go? That's really the only thing that I have against the whole driving portion, as well, I suppose, as the whole, oh, if you hit things, then you sometimes get stuff. At least it looked like that's how it worked. Maybe that's not actually how it worked, and it's distance traveled. Okay. This will remove our flame. Oh, but we retreat. Okay. So Dismas wants to retreat, and so obviously everybody else who actually has a mind to say about that, being the Grave Robber and the Plague Doctor, is not going to like that, and is therefore going to get negative affinity with him. Otherwise, it's fight or fight. There's no other particular benefits here. Well, at our current light, we get death blow resistant enemies get a chance to be blind per round. Seems pretty good. We're gonna fight it. This frickin' guy. Okay, so whenever he does that, he will get protected once, and they get a negative 75% damage taken. So there's really not much that we can do about that. But what this does do is allow us to, well, I mean, we could just normally pick to the face. But I was thinking we could also get some blight on this man, because I guess we could normally poison dart that anyways. than is a thrown dagger. Well, I mean, doesn't really make much of a difference if he's just going to block it, now that I think about it. So let's go ahead and pick to face. And we're going to take the first turn just to install all of our buffs. Hopefully that's a good idea. Felt like a good idea. Until that happened. So that has given taunt to our man-at-arms, which is pretty much just making enemies want to attack us. These are exactly the same. There's really no reason to distinguish these. However, we could also duelist advance and get that repulsed, but I think that that might be a bit much. Let's leave that block to our grave robber. Start working on this other... Nah. We gotta get rid of that guard. He's got 2 stacks of it now. And we crit.
Awash in turmoil.
And of course they have 50% death blow resist, which is a little annoying. Low chance to be blighted. Yeah, without double backline, that's honestly a very rough... I'm not sure that this strategy is particularly working. That does help. It's reducing the amount of damage that's incoming each turn, but I'm now below 25%. Yikes. I actually have to get rid of that defender, though.
Stupendous. Anxiety foments insidious fears.
At least make him roll on his turn. Might as well get some heals out here. That way if we do get hit, we don't go on to Death's Door, which will give us negative damage.
The smallest variable
that helps.
can make all the difference.
Now the drummer's in range of a lot of our melee. I'm going to take some Absinthe just to heal up some. And then if we are in range, which we probably aren't, no, we're over half.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
This fight is just so rough. Like, this is literally our first fight after, like, the little freebie fight that they gave us at the start. And he has Blight, so he's going to roll when his turn comes up. It really doesn't matter what we do here.
One less obstacle in our path.
Oh! Well, that's good to know.
Cut down these nightmares and blaze the trail to your redemption.
Okay. Why are we here, though? That forced that open?
The loathing whispers.
Eh. That doesn't seem nice. And now our team is tearing itself apart. Beautiful.
A place of research and inquiry. A monument to a once prestigious career.
This gives him a quirk, chance to change quirks, and might do something with his stress. Same this way. Well, I mean, if we're gonna pop, let's pop. If this does good for us and reduces our stress, that's great. He is now Defiant. Round start, heal 5. Okay. Seems pretty good. Oh, that was the wrong way to go. I pressed forward and didn't think about which way that I had to go. So now we're gonna not only lose our armor, we're going to lose our healing, which is gonna cost us at the next inn. This could have been avoided.
Unburdens the mind.
Rough Rouch will result in 1 point of wheels damage to the coach. If the coach has no wheels to deduct, then the party will be ambushed and an urgent repair battle will ensue. That's even worse. Girl was thinking that we were just going to lose healing. I'm guessing the same will happen with armor, too. Okay. Baristan refuses to take the soothing waters to heal stress. So I guess we're going to do this instead. Yeah, that would have been great if you were willing to willing to do that. I feel like an actual road trip manager. Yeah, same thing.
We must understand the past if we are ever to be free of it.
Echoes of the past. Okay. So as far as I understand, this is a lore bit here. I don't know if this is going to give anybody any benefits, but if anybody needs any benefits, we need to relieve stress in Baristan, so hopefully that's what this does.
Man-at-Arms. Chapter 1. A premature promotion. The politics of a military career are perhaps as treacherous as war itself. Though untested in combat, his acumen for advancement was unmatched. Through a dubious campaign of influence and intimidation, he had at last claimed a coveted command, and was eager to bask in the glory of the victories that were sure to come.
Narrator voice. The victories did not come. Oh, look at him. He's kind of swaggy. Bellow. Its ranged, hits everything on the enemy, removes their removes the riposte, -3 speed. That's pretty good. Oh. I thought there was going to be some combat there. Some of them require combat. We just got some lore bits and got to drive off.
Ahead, a bestial refuge.
Oh, now I can stop.
Littered with bones.
Look at the map
and
again.
less
So we're coming up to this creature
identifiable
den, which is
remains.
the requirement for our, whatever it is. But apparently it also reduces these, banes or whatever you want to call them. And this location will also increase loathing, but it will also reduce loathing. Game? And we're headed towards more loathing. Okay. Sure. We're pretty much on one path now, so we might as well drive.
The coach's plating is spent. We are exposed.
The stagecoach is ambushed due to depleted wheels or armor. The party must fight up a group of opportunistic enemies while at a disadvantage. Each combat round, one hero will randomly be chosen to assist in repairing the stagecoach and won't be able to act normally. Oof! Additional negative effects may apply based on whether it was for wheels or armor. Tell me about creature dens. Throughout corrupted regions, they put up a fierce defense, but rare animal parts fetch attractive rewards from innkeepers, desperate for delicacies and weird ingredients. Hold up, since he has quick draw, we get +1 speed? That's interesting. That is very interesting, actually. I wonder how much that applies. Oh, he gets +1 speed. Cack. Alright. Well, we've been fully healed, so we got that going for us. Perhaps we actually shouldn't defend, because that's going to make him take more attacks. Instead, we'll go ahead and do this to give him some defense mitigation and remove one stress. Okay, here.
Steady yourself.
Well, it's a good thing we did that. Hold up. We'll be able to take a look.
What can we learn upon closer inspection?
So we have disease chance. Yeah, we'll do ounce of prevention then.
Empowered, emboldened.
I feel like Riposte is going to go hard here. That dodge is very rough, so I think this is single target burst is what we're trying to do here. And they get dodge every single time that they attack, it seems. As long as you don't have a meltdown, I feel like that health per turn is going to become very useful. Do you have anything for Mark? Not at this range. Dodge missed. Love to see it.
Mistimed, misdirected. A petty hindrance. Stupendous.
That's huge.
A miscalculation, perhaps.
And that's going to cause the bleed to finish him off. Next turn will be delayed till end of round, huh? Sounds good to me. Not much we can do about that. This should do it. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I see up here. There's actually two fights. Hello.
Collaboration confers advantage.
Takes plus 50% damage from next hit. I believe that Barston can get rid of that. No Munch the healer? Was hoping that that would kill. Ouch. Good lord. We're getting absolutely bullied here. We're gonna use their stunning shot on that the spitter. Yep. We're gonna keep killing Barristan and hope that he just doesn't absolutely melt down right now. Resolute, please. Okay. Okay, game. And he got Blight, so that was close. I feel like I was debating on having him block, but that would not be the best. That's our last heal. That helps.
Another impediment, cleared with impunity.
That helps. This corpse should disappear soon, allowing Barristan to hit them. In the meantime... Oh, well, it's a good thing we didn't do too much damage. Oh, come on. At least we're technically able to out-heal it, but that is still just rude. Okay, all the spiders are done. That's bad. Whew. Whew. I don't know what else that he could possibly do besides help face race, really.
Excellent work.
That helps. Okay, hold up.
Observe the subject carefully.
They can munch anybody.
You will discover its weaknesses.
They can only pulverize front two. Beautiful. Alright. Alright, alright, alright. We did it.
Greater threats await those who dare.
Deliver it to the inn and gain 1 mastery. Okay. I'd like to make it to
The
the inn
loathing
alive first.
abates.
So, we seem to have immediately gained 8 health. I didn't check everybody else. But since Dismas definitely didn't gain 8 health, I don't know if that's just like an uptick heal, because that put us at about 20%. So it might heal us up to 20% if we're less than 20% at the end of a fight. So then we have both of these guys at 9. We're going to wait till the next heal tick due to the carriage. We have less healing too, which helps because we might know the base amount then. And then we'll see the difference between these two healings here. Never mind, there's a roadblock. Excuse me? Let's mitigate some damage. It's about the best thing we can do right now.
Let us take a closer look at the thing, as repulsive as it is.
Okay. This is only 2 blight if it hits. You have 20 blight resistance. Four to 7. Could potentially take off half your life. I think we work on this, man. We can take the stress. We can't take this guy just constantly pummeling us.
Malaise, measured and steady.
Okay, he gave guard. Ask me if I care. Oh, that's a little nasty. Wait, you're in the front now? It's a little weird, don't you think? Thank God for man-at-arms. Okay.
A little help impeccably timed. Incremental. But
Horror
deadly all
isn't
the
so
same.
great. Okay, we have a crit ready. Oof. It's pretty rough, to be honest. Oh, I did defender, not bolster. I am a fool. Okay.
Stupendous!
You're really annoying back there. Good stuff.
Steady yourself.
Excuse me? You actually deal damage? Okay. We might make it through one act here.
In crisis, no gain is insignificant.
Plus stress resistance, plus death blow resistance, negative debuff resistance. Interesting. Who's our person who gets stressed out every time that they get hit? That's Dismas, right? Wasn't that somebody? Or am I thinking of a different run here already? Oh no, it's you. So you have a chance when damaged to gain stress. So how about we just give you some stress reduction? Otherwise, if it wasn't for that, I would really like to put this on Barston. We might still do that. You don't get hit a lot. Because Baristan could definitely use the stress resist because he's getting crit like every Friday of the week. And his stress is already getting high again. So him not, having another meltdown and almost killing himself would be great. And if that does happen, he gets a little bit of death blow resistance. Why are you losing that? Which condition? It's not boisterous. Yeah, I don't know what is reducing your death blow resist because you've used death blow or death's door already. But he's gonna get debuffed like a mother, that's for sure. Anyways. Hello? We were stuck at an angle. We're gonna get another, whatever these are, loathing here. Oh, he resisted it.
He
Good
chatters
man.
incoherently, but his prices range.
When flame gets below 40, things get significantly more dangerous. Find an assistance encounter or buy some glimmers of hope before the flame is extinguished. Okay. You got glimmers of hope there, friend? Playing cards has a chance to have everybody improve, but if we have a kleptomaniac, we can't play we can't play cards with people who steal. Okay. Greater Bouncer's Belt seems great. 25% increased healing received from skills. I wonder if that technically affects our quirk. It would seem like it wouldn't, but you don't know how games do that sort of stuff. Also, the standard seems good. How many of these little purple bitches we got? We got 40. So obviously, like these good ones, we can't. Okay, so these relics This isn't bad. Yes. Otherwise, whiskey bottle. 2 targets. We
A
will.
bit of comfort on the road to damnation.
Oh, it just seems like we'd want more of these. Anyways, what purple stuff can we get? Plus 10% resolute chance if food in inventory is greater than or equal to 10. Yeah, problem about that, we ain't got no food. Before each location, chance to produce poultice. Do we have poultice? What does that look like? We don't know what poultice looks like. Chance to produce contraptions. Location scouting, positive relation. One random hero after each location gets -1 stress. Seems pretty good. I'm debating between this and the poultice. I'm guessing poultice is a healing item, which makes me inclined to get it. We could also put this, in lieu of not having enough for the bouncer's belt, we could get the worst bouncer's belt, which doesn't seem like good. But we can also get this and just take -10% damage on Barrison, and then he gets a little bit more healing. We'll go ahead, we'll
Anything
take
that lets
that.
us travel further is worth the cost.
That also seems pretty good. Plus 10% max HP, which then goes into our healing per round. Intriguing. You know what? We won't buy any of this stuff. Yeah, thank you. Inventory. Let's give you a glimmer. Oh, you have all 3 of them. Well, oh, they don't use combat turns. We're fine. I was about to say, probably put that on the Plague Doctor, since she usually uses her turns to support.
The loathing festers.
Well, enemies do be having advantage. And we'll see if we can't get past this. The last location before an inn is always in Oblivion's Rampart. Defeating them reduces loathing. Well. Okay, we are already burning and bleeding. Let's try and save everybody else and put out an ounce of prevention on this turn.
Cooperation is the key.
Please use a Glimmer of Hope. Can't use that till next turn. Sounds good. Who is easiest to kill? You have some guard. 20 health. You have 18 and 20 health, plus you're debuffing us. You guys probably deal actual damage. But I think we might try and take out your supporters first. You're bleeding for 5? Excuse me. You can heal. You cannot deal enough damage unless we do this. That's fine by me. Kill it. Because I don't ever want that thing to hit me again. Okay. You are currently not at 50%, unfortunately. Oh, you are. So you do get healed by battlefield meta. Ah, it's got to be less than 50%. Awkward. Doing so is going to save us like 4 health. It's so weird. Let's get some light out there. Let it do some of the work for us. Marston is about to lose his shit.
Breakthrough.
That might actually kill. Oh! That'll kill. Let's go. We might actually make it out of here. Let's get some defense out there. You have a crit on you.
In crisis, we can rely only upon each other.
Come on, Barson. Thank you. That was huge for us. We're gonna have to work through this defense. Not really much else about it. If we can flashing daggers, that seems good, but I also kind of want you dead, because you're just gonna heal him anyways. So I think we'll throw in daggers. It's gonna take a while. Make sure that you don't die to an AoE. Or worse. Oh, I meant to save that actually for Audrey. I guess it won't matter soon. Light. Dead. Okay. Okay.
A breakthrough. Fight through the fatigue.
Should probably heal, actually. That's our last heal, though. You only have a 5% death blow resist. How are you still alive? I don't believe it. Anyways, we made it.
In crisis,
We got
no
some
gain is
fame.
insignificant.
Flame. Different sameness. Unforgettable trinket. Unlocks the potential of cultist trinkets. On turn start, if blighted, gain... What? If stained item is equipped, plus max HP, negative damage. Hold up. Hold up.
The loathing whispers.
Hold up. Just a minute. And we heal for 5% of your maximum health every turn. Holy moly. Oh, that's significant. That is significant. And then we can go ahead and put this on you, since you're the one who gets stress whenever hit, or chance thereof. The other option would be to put that on Dismas, because he's the other person that takes damage. But I think almost now Barristan is just going to completely unsubscribe from dying, hopefully. Anyways, we're going to wrap this up at the act, call it a video, and we'll continue this run tomorrow.
The fire is lit. The table is set. The inn awaits its favorite guests.
Okay, so since you gained a trait from an encounter, you are not able to gain traits later. Good to know. We gained 1 mastery here, and all combat and items are discounted because we hit that creature den. Good to know. Exterminate was complete, which was our quest for the individual act. So we got a Candle of Hope, which is our meta currency that we use for unlocking stuff. What? Daredevil, plus 10% damage, combat start. Excuse me? Combat start, you put a debuff on you that makes you take 50% more damage. And when enemies miss you, you stress heal 50%. Intriguing? I don't know how to feel about that. Barristan gained generous. Oh no, hold up. You weren't restricted because you got something. It's just noting it here. So our highwayman didn't gain a quirk. And you got positive relationship chance, which probably offsets your one of your quirks that was negative positive relationship chance or something like that, I think. Anyways, regions to Mountain 1. Give me my candles. We gain 1 mastery. Everyone's stress heals a bit. Everyone's looking great. But we're still going to take this whiskey. Who is good? Because I kind of want to see a good relationship here. 10s. Paracelsus and Audrey, but you're lazy, so it's less likely to be good. That makes this like a 50-50. Yeah, that ain't happening. There we go. Now how's that looking? 13. They're at a 15% positive relationship. Oh, I see. So it's even their chance of getting positive and negative relationships. I'm guessing on the road. Oh, we actually got a better trait? Interesting. So now we got plus 5% positive and plus 10% positive. Which then has this as well, so that is a plus 10%. Yeah, plus 10% chance for a positive relationship, then negative 5%. What, because... Not sure I get where that's coming from. Oh, there we go. Alright. Anyways. We want to go to the Wainwright, install this.
Away. Plan accordingly.
Repair. Repair. Oof. We didn't leave ourselves enough to repair everything, but I like the travel healing at least, but the defense was probably the right move. We should have done 2 here and left 1 there. Trophies are required to enter the mountain. That's right. So this next zone we have to fight a lair boss, which I'm feeling slightly better due to the fact that Barristan is an absolute monster.
Practice. Improve.
Am I able to switch out your skills? Oh, I'm able to do that at any time. Anyways, this reduces 2 stress to people who are 5+. Seems good, and it also removes negative damage and increased damage taken. Seems pretty good considering the fact that our Gravedigger has decided that they want to take more damage for whatever reason. This just heals for slightly more. I'm not quite sure I feel good about that. Increasing the amount of blight that we deal seems pretty dang good though. Like the idea of that and better marking. Because we use a lot of marking. This also gives the chance to daze opponents. So we're going to spend 2 here on our support. You can probably deal more damage here. I really don't like taking this, but now that you have more damage, it feels a little bit better. I don't know. Seems like I'm walking in circles. Poison Dart is also good because it allows us to stack Blight, which is probably going to be our single target solution. Maybe that's the answer. Otherwise, this gives us super dodge, which is defensive. I kind of like that as well. We haven't really been using Absinthe. Let's make ourselves use it. I like the death blow resist piercing here. I feel like we might need this. And it also gains +2 minimum damage, so that's pretty potent. And I like healing ourselves for more of our health now that we have a lot of health. Okay, so that's done.
Conventional fare, but
Does
fairly
Poultice
priced.
here? What does Poultice do? Poultice isn't even here. And we got a 50% discount on all gold items. Well, let's buy these glimmers for cheap. So these also heal, huh? And remove a debuff? I like that. I also like the ability to remove corpses if we need to. Seems good to me. Okay.
Everywhere in ruin.
Then we only have one route to go.
Everywhere.
I don't know
in
when
need.
this saves, but I'm going to assume that I have to click on this in order to save.
Our great cities burn. All that beauty and knowledge. Ash on the wind.
Okay, let's just equip everybody up. Let's make you cure blight. You can get rid of corpses because it's kind of haha funny. You'll cure bleed. There we go. Alright, everything seems to be looking pretty good. I honestly do wonder when this saves. Well, that's the save right there. So I'm going to see if I can exit out here, and worst case scenario when we come up to the next video, our run is dead. Which would be absolutely mortifying, but at least we'll learn something. So, hopefully the run so far is very enjoyable for you guys. Hopefully it's a little bit more enjoyable. I felt like I was talking a little bit more and discussing things that were going on, which is sort of what I like to do. For those of you who don't know me for the other games that I play on the channel, I sort of do almost sort of like an over-explain, right? Like, maybe it's not even an over-explain since I'm learning the game, but just sort of like vocalizing everything that's going on, maybe some observations that I'm making to just sort of like learn out loud. Some people enjoy that, some people don't. And, well, if you have any feedback whatsoever, be sure to leave that down in the comments below, be it questions, concerns, comments, misplay alerts. It can even be about the video format. And, yeah, until next time, we'll catch you guys around.